In 1966, Reyna Angélica Marroquín stepped off a bus into the bustling streets of New York City, a young woman chasing opportunity with nothing but hope in her hands. She settled into a job as a babysitter, spending her days rocking a child to sleep, tidying the house, and slowly learning the patterns of her new life in America. She soon found a job in a factory, and friends noticed she seemed to be smitten. A single paper changed everything. She had recently found out she was pregnant. It was the moment Reyna realized her life was tangled in something far more complicated. Reyna pressed the phone to her ear, tears gathering as she confided to a close friend. She didn't feel safe and didn't know who to trust anymore. Witnesses reported seeing Reyna walking alone that evening. She didn't speak to anyone. She simply disappeared into the quiet rhythm of the street. And then she was gone. 30 years had passed when the new owner's crew began clearing the warehouse. Behind a wall of forgotten boxes, they discovered a heavy industrial drum, rusted shut and unmoved for 3 decades. As detectives emptied the contents of the barrel, a worn address book fell to the floor. Inside, on a yellowed page, they read the name that had been hidden for 30 years, Reyna Angélica Marroquín. Among the items found in the sealed barrel was an address book linking the victim to Reyna Angélica Marroquín. Separate records confirmed the barrel had originated from a business formerly run by the previous homeowner, Howard Elkins. Detectives arrived at Howard's Florida residence on September 9, 1999. The peaceful palm-lined streets of Boca Raton stood in sharp contrast to the disturbing evidence, linking him to the barrel and the woman inside it. Facing detectives, Howard spoke softly, saying he had once been involved with an employee, but remembered nothing about her, not her appearance, not her name. He denied any connection to the barrel found on his former property. When the detectives mentioned DNA, Howard froze. He refused to test outright, his voice tight, his expression guarded, a sharp contrast to his calm earlier claims. Before walking out, investigators informed Howard that refusal wouldn't stop the process. They would obtain a court order overnight and return the next day to collect the sample. On September 10th, investigators came back for the follow-up interview. Instead, they discovered Howard slumped inside a neighbor's vehicle, unresponsive. The weapon lay across his lap, the scene making it clear he had ended things on his own. When the forensic reports finally arrived, investigators studied the numbers in silence. The DNA match was over 99%, proof that Howard and Reyna were directly connected through the child she had been carrying. The evidence formed a path that ended at Howard's door. The DNA match, the barrel from his former company, and the home where she vanished, all of it pointed in one direction. And in his attempt to hide a dirty secret, he destroyed 3 lives: Reyna's, her unborn child's, and ultimately his own.